everybody, I'm Cassie Hilton and this is Writing 2010. As a former high school student athlete, I have often felt that my experience has been beneficial not only athletically, but academically as well. That feeling drove me to research the topic in more detail. How does athletics contribute to one's success? Or even more directly, does athletic participation result in future success? When researching this topic, I found there to be a wide range of differing opinions. Some feel sports are a huge waste of time and effort, while on the other side of the spectrum, individuals feel it can be leveraged to impact the world in a positive way. When reviewing the topic, I feel athletics do indeed help the success and trajectory of your future. In my research, numerous studies indicate that there are generally three ways athletic participation can have a positive impact. The first is academically. Does it improve testing, performance, or other things? The second is social development. What impact do sports have on how a student athlete learns to interact with peers and others? And finally, and most critically, how does athletics impact one's future career and their success in that career? First up is strengthening academic success. One of the most persuasive pieces of evidence was a Kansas University study where it was found that more students are involved in sports at school and in so did better in school. In fact, the researchers Angela Lumpkin and Judy Favors found that students obtained higher test scores, they dropped out less, and they had better grades. More specifically, the study of nearly 140,000 high school students in the 2008-2009 school year found that the percentage of male athletes who had a GPA of 3.5 or higher was almost 10% greater than male non-athletes. In the female population, the difference was even more significant, with 62% of the female athletes achieving a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Meanwhile, only 44% of female non-athletes saw similar results. The impact was not just seen in academics, however. Many sources note that there is also a significant positive impact on the social development of student athletes. Those in athletic sports will be able to work well with others, overcome adversity, and are more likely to gain acceptance from their fellow peers. With teamwork being such a valued skill in athletics, students will learn to work with one another as well as make friends for life. Finally, with academical and social development of athletes, it logically follows that student athletes are more likely to research their goals and improve their career success. With sports participation comes the development of character and skills that can strengthen your success in the job field. Some of these learned skills include communication, time management, teamwork, and the ability to work with mentors. As stated by Scott Desmond, the knowledge and ability to implement group management tactics to their daily life at work can be traced back to their experience in high school and college athletics. Even with this compelling evidence, there are still skeptics who are worried about the cost and risk athletics can bring to the youth. The first is whether experience can provide the same benefits as athletics. For instance, could a part-time job provide similar benefits? A study on this topic from Brigham Young University did find that there was a positive impact on academics from having a part-time job, but the students also stated it increased their stress level. The other studies did not see this happen to the student athletes. In fact, in many cases, athletics was found to be an outlet for stress. Still, another question remains. Is there a risk that athletics could be injured? Isn't it possible that they will lose or have a negative experience? Could this damage their self-esteem forever? As a student athlete who played for 6 years, I can answer the first two questions with a definite yes. I sustained a number of injuries during the years I played sports. I also had plenty of times and had a share of my negative experiences. The key is how you deal with these situations that determines the answer to the third question about self-esteem. During my time as a student athlete, I was not taught to look at these items as a permanent setback, but rather an obstacle to overcome. In doing this, one actually becomes stronger, which enhances your chances for the future. There's still a lot of debate on this topic, and probably more aspects of the topic that need to be reviewed. However, as we review the question I asked at the very beginning, does athletic participation in athletics result in future success? Based on the research I found, the answer is a resounding yes. While nothing is ever for certain, athletics gives you a fun opportunity to strengthen your academics, make friends, and develop skills you can use for many aspects of your career and life.